Start streaming. Yeah. Here we go.
Danger Zone, baby. Big shook, big shook. It's really real right now.
Mr. D.
Yes. We are here with the 107th episode of the Danger Zone podcast with the legendary
Big shook.
Mr. DL and
Chef Tanya Nicole. Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, and we are here with our first live episode. It's no big deal, you know what I mean? No big deal. But what's going on in the world of hip hop, Big Shug? Let us know.
I mean, it's cool. It's I see a little bit of lag emotion on this side, but it is what it is, right? We here, man. I'm glad to be here, man. It was a good week as far as just life in general. Also, I think I want to start it off with Lil Wayne's son that has debuted a song. You got a few people smashing it, and you got a few people who are, had a little bit of leniency, but from what they take, his youngest son appears to be following in his father's footsteps by pursuing a career in music. But fans are divided by the results so far. On Monday, 14-year-old Neil Carter went live on Instagram to share a snippet of a new song by throwing up singing and dancing to it. Drawing inspiration from the likes of Lil Uzi, your favorite, Lil Uzi Vert, Playboy Cardi, and the track features distorted, high-pitched vocals over a bass-heavy video game-esque beat. The full lyrics are hard to make out, but Neil can be heard making references to drug use and sex. Soon after the clip began making the rounds online, fans took to social media to share their thoughts on it. And some were less than impressed, of course. Bro didn't get the right genes, one critic said, and wrote on Instagram, while another added, how is your dad one of the best rappers alive and you do this? So, like anything, I mean, the kid's 14, you got some people that feel like in 10 years he'll be ready and it's not really there yet, and certain things like that. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, there's a lot of dudes that are rappers whose sons and daughters have partaked in trying to follow in those footsteps. And I don't know, you personally, me, I feel like some is going to be good, like a lot of things. Some is going to be bad. Some is not going to be good enough. So I'm all for giving it a shot. And only time's going to tell if it's going to test. It's going to stand the test of time. So, like me, being a father who raps and has a son who raps too, but then he's an older kid. He's 24. He's been doing it for a long time. So some people hone their skills, and some people, like, because they're thrust into the light, they think they'll be able to do it.
Yeah.
But we'll see that doesn't work for everyone.
Nah.
What's your take on that, though? What do you think about stuff like that?
What do you think? Go ahead.
I think, how old is he? You said 14?
Yes.
I think, at 14, you still have time to get better. How about that? I think, I didn't hear the rhyme, so it just depends on what is it that he needs work on. Is it his lyricism? Is it his timing? I think you can definitely have time to teach that. Plus, like, is he under his dad's tutelage, or he just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what that development looks like, but if he just was like, Pops, I'm gonna start rhyming, and that was his first time.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that most people's first shit probably was whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was either whack or super duper inspired to the point where you just completely bit somebody's cadence and flow. I don't know. What do you? I don't. Did you hear the song?
No, I didn't.
No,
I did not hear it.
I didn't hear it. I gotta check it out. We got a couple guests in here, Big Show. You got a couple homies in here. Can you guys hear us?
Yeah.
What's going on? Who are we talking to right now?
Oh no, Ty. You were just saying, did you? Can you hear me? I said, yeah.
Oh, so what's going on, Ty? What do you got going on out there?
So
Nothing much, honestly. You know, I just finished like midterms and stuff. I'm just chilling. You know.
Oh, nice. What are you doing? What do you want to talk about on the Danger Zone podcast? Dangerous podcast that there is in the world.
It might be dangerous.
So, what do you want to talk about? What do you got? What do you got for us? Any news in hip hop this week?
I don't know. Well, to be honest, like
Put it to the Zoom.
I do have a comment to. You guys could hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so like I wanted to say about like Lil Wayne's son. I do notice because I'm 26 years old, and I just feel like in this generation, there's like a lot of expectations for like an established like artist's son to really pass in those lineage and try to pass the torch. It's even like in basketball. You see like LeBron James just passed 40K career points, and everyone's expecting Bronny, his son in college, to do the same thing. I just feel like there's a lot of unreal expectations, you know.
Well, as far as speaking on that, since you brought it there, I don't really believe that the people expect Bronny to be like LeBron, because LeBron is generational. You know what I mean? Very seldom has a star player had a star son come along. Now, you had some players that were pretty good, like Adele Curry, and then his son was a superstar. You know, and you had a few guys like that, but never. I haven't witnessed it yet where the father was a superstar and then the kid came on and was a bigger superstar. So, because my personal take on it is, it's not for everybody, no matter what your father and mother is doing. You know what I mean? Because a few rappers, you know, had sons that put their toe on the water, and it just wasn't it. Biggie's son was one of them. You know, and you know everybody's not going to be able to do it. You know, so there's expectations to a certain level, but it's unrealistic when your father's a super, like Michael Jordan had two sons who played.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they didn't even come even a quarter close to what he was. You know what I mean? So it's just it's unrealistic for some, but some will come through, but some might not. Like he might never be a rapper. He might be something else. So we'll see. Time will tell. Speaking of basketball, right? Since we even got that on, so when you look, I'm gonna ask you, what's your name again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm Ty.
Ty. So listen, Ty. I'm gonna ask you. So do you look at LeBron James as the greatest basketball player of all time?
Well, in like my generation, I think he's the greatest because that's what I grew. Yeah, that's what I grew up watching. LeBron James. Yeah.
So you look at him as the greatest of all time, right?
Yeah, in my opinion, yeah.
Same and so yeah. What is your why would you say that?
Because just based off like what we're seeing, like it's history being made in the process, you know, like someone that has that longevity is still able to average like 25 points a game for a career, like for 20 plus years, like we never seen that. And plus still at playing it like he's playing like in his prime, I just never seen that. I just think that's impressive.
Yeah.
You know, to still have like that longevity and that strive to keep like being great, you know, at such a high level at such the age he is, because he's 39 about to be 40. So I just find it wow, you know.
So what about so you're basically saying that you feel he's the greatest from what you've seen. And because he's an all-time leading point scorer, as we know. But for many years, so was Kareem Abdul Jabbar. right?
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't. He wasn't considered the greatest player of all time. He might have been considered one of the greatest centers of all time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you saying LeBron James being the greatest player that you've seen, but because of you seeing him, and you've heard everything and seen everything about basketball up to your point, so who else do you hear that people say is the greatest of all time?
Well, in this generation, I'd be having this debate with my grandfather and my friends. They say Kevin Durant too.
Right.
Kevin Durant. A lot of people think Giannis is going to be up there.
No. So what I'm asking you, that's not the question. The question I'm asking you, because I'm gonna ask DL something too like that. But I'm saying, have you heard, like when you think of basketball, is there another player where people have said he's the greatest of all time?
Nah.
Yeah, he wants you to. He wants you to.
Good. All right. So now, so Mr. DL, you there?
Yeah.
I don't want you to say no. I don't want nobody to say anything. So I'm asking you, DL.
Yeah.
Who you think LeBron is the greatest player of all time?
I think LeBron.
And why?
I think LeBron James is the best player to ever play the game of basketball. Skill wise, I don't think it's even in debate. He just comes from an era where everybody has to hate on you if you're fucking fantastic at something. Nothing's ever been asked more of one player ever in the history of basketball.
You're missing the point.
No, I'm not missing the point. You just want me to say Michael Jordan. That's what it is. But it's not Michael Jordan. Like it was Michael Jordan.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're changing the narrative. You can't tell me what I'm saying. I'm saying to you, why do you think he's the best player of all time? That ain't got nothing to do with Michael Jordan.
Well, because I've seen him play. I've seen how much he can do. He basically could play every position. He came into the league scoring like 25 points a game against NBA players. you know what I'm saying? He was a kid out of high school. I've never seen a high school basketball game on ESPN unless LeBron James was in it. Because what you were watching was the greatest basketball player of all time and 9 high school kids. So you're never gonna. I don't think you're ever gonna see someone's high school games broadcast. Like he was so good, Big Shug. He was so good, and he lived up to the hype.
So do you?
I think people get.
Do you even know?
Sorry, go ahead.
Are you aware of another high school basketball?
Yeah.
Are you aware of another high school basketball player?
Moses Malone was the first, right?
Go ahead.
Kevin Garnett. Kobe Bryant, I guess.
Now he wasn't the first, but when Moses Malone came out of high school, he was dominant.
Yeah.
Very dominant. We didn't live in an era where we could see everything, but
yeah.
That's a fact.
But have you ever heard anyone in a barbershop say Moses Malone's the best basketball player of all time?
I never want. Go ahead.
No. I'm just being honest. I'm just asking. Have you ever? I've never heard him on any list. Not that he wasn't great. I'm just saying when it comes down to who the best is, I've never heard Moses Malone's name on the list of anyone's top 5 greatest basketball players. That's what I'm saying about
but have you heard? But you know they considered. No, we're not. But see that's not what I'm saying. I was talking about as a high school player coming into the pros, and also Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was also on that super level in high school. It just that was a different time where we couldn't see a lot of shit like that.
Well, what about this? What about this guy? What about this guy?
I never want anyone.
Can you see him on the screen?
Who?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Have you been watching this?
All I see is.
You can't see this guy?
Have I seen Kareem?
No, Kareem, a white player from Indiana named dubbed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is making fucking
the danger zone.
You don't see him right there?
He looked like Mr. Magoo with an Indiana uniform.
Dang. So yeah.
Now, listen, so like I respect
Love it.
I respect people's perception of I respect people's perception of why they think LeBron is great and whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I never ever want somebody to say Michael Jordan. That's gonna be my take.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Michael Jordan, my
I
favorite.
want people to have their take. And I asked you why you thought that. That's why that's my question. Like I want to know why someone thinks that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know why I think what I think for both players, but I just want to find out when I hear stuff from people. I want to know what their criteria is and what they and why they say that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
never gonna get me. I'm older, but I'm never gonna be of that ilk of like this is what it's got to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just know I feel that he's the greatest. You know what I'm saying? And if you give me 5 dudes, if you give me 5 guys that are greater, I got to put LeBron in that 5. But then you're also gonna have Kobe, and you're also gonna have a couple other Kareem and Shaq and even
Shaq.
Bill. Like so, you're gonna have some dudes in there with me.
Yeah, Shaq for sure. See, my favorite basketball player is Michael Jordan. My personal opinion is LeBron was the best to do it. But what's going on back there? I hear something. Is that us? Yeah. All right. So, what else you got, Big Show? What else is going on?
Yeah, man. So, another thing with me. So, Mace, speaking of basketball, Mace claims that he'd average more points in today's NBA than vast majority of the league. Mason made a bold claim about his basketball skills, declaring he'd average more points per game in today's league than the vast majority of his current players.
Go to view.
The Feel So Good rapper gave his LBG his props, LeBron James, before questioning the integrity and the toughness of the rest of the league. 40,000 points is a remarkable feat. I just think it's a cupcake league for real. I think in this league today, if I was in top shape, I could probably average about 15, 16. I'm just keeping it real, he said with a laugh. He said with a laugh because there's no way that Mace in tip-top shape is scoring 16 points a game in today's or yesterday's NBA. And on top of that, right, if anybody has ever seen the footage of him and Cam playing in high school, they'll also see the time when Cam, who was the star on the team, refused to pass it to him so he can finish. So, I mean, people saying things. I know what he means when he says it's soft, because it definitely is a lot softer, a lot crazy, man. Lately I've been watching some footage of even some old ass shit. Like I'm talking about way back, man, which I didn't even miss. I was speaking about high school real quick on that tip for basketball. I never even seen I seen this footage of Will Chamberlain, right? He's 7. I think he was 7'1", 7'2", right? You hear me?
Yeah.
So Will Chamberlain, and I seen they had high school footage of this kid, and this dude caught the rebound. He jumped high as shit over the rim, caught the rebound, and dribbled up court effortlessly. Right, I'm like, wow, like they never even let us see that shit like that. I way the fuck back then, like I mean, it had to be in the 50s or some shit. But I was like, wow, this dude. So I'm seeing he wasn't just a big Uber, he was a dude who really could, like, he was handling that shit. Was crazy to me, man. I had just seen that. I'm just bringing it up. But on another note, what else you got popping over there, man?
Who you talking to, me or Ty? Who you talking to, Suge?
I'm talking to you. Ty done did the talking. We trying to hear you.
Yeah. So I don't even know how.
Stop putting.
No, that's
Yeah,
right.
we got a couple.
All right, Ty, that was good talking to you, bro. Fucking call us back next week if you want. We'll be here on the Danger Zone podcast. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. I don't know, Big Shug. I wanted to talk about that Kareem Abdul Jabbar guy, but I guess you didn't see it. So I thought that shit was crazy. So yeah, what was this? I don't know. He just looks wild. He was killing him on the court, and he's super tall. He had the goggles on, all that stuff. He had the goggles on and all that stuff. I just thought you might have seen it, but did you see Cat Williams on Joe Rogan?
No, what's the deal?
I don't know. He had another viral interview with this time with Joe Rogan, and it was cool because it was like a viral interview without any controversy, really. Like, he didn't ask him anything about any of the beef. He didn't ask him to diss any comedians. They really just talked about like aliens and what else? The pyramids and shit like that. I was just surprised he didn't bring up any of the beef. So I just didn't know if you've seen that.
He's very intelligent. He speaks very well.
No.
Yeah.
Like, he knows what he's talking about, and they talked about a lot of random subjects.
Yeah, so I thought it was a good interview. I'm surprised you didn't see
You
it.
talking about Cat?
Yeah, the Cat Williams Joe Rogan one was super interesting.
No, I'm saying when Tanya, you just said about him speaking that you were talking about Cat.
Yeah, talking about Cat. Yeah.
No, I was asking Tanya.
Stop video.
No.
There you go.
No, she was talking about Cat Williams.
Okay, that's what I was.
So yeah, but yeah, so you didn't see it. So what did you see this week? What did you you didn't see the Kareem Abdul Jabbar? You didn't see fucking Cat Williams? What did I miss? Because I know I missed something.
Go ahead, man. I'm gonna listen to you. You know, I'm just I'm a part of the game. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So I
gotta get a light, man. I'll be right back.
let Ty go. That was good, Ty. I thought you were gonna hang up when I said, yeah, it was good to see you. Thanks for coming in. But so if you watch this and you're like, why'd they hang up on me? That's why I was doing it, because I was making room for the next caller. But yeah, we lost somebody. We had another caller on the line, but he's gone. What happened with you this weekend, Chef Tanya?
Yo, y'all tune in.
Getting some more contract work.
Give us a
for
shout. You hear
caterings.
them talk about whatever you want to talk about.
March Madness is coming. It's here.
Nice.
Go Carolina.
Oh, okay.
I'll be
Said something about
following. What do they call him? Kareem
Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
He plays for Indiana.
Yeah. Isn't that the Tar Heels?
That's him right here, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. No, Indiana. No, that's North Carolina's the Tar Heels.
Oh, my bad.
I think he plays for Indiana. I don't have my glasses on, but I do believe that's where he.
So
We
plays.
need a sound effect there.
I don't want to.
It might be dangerous.
That's not
There we
Indiana.
go.
That's not Indiana's color. So I wonder what's up with that.
Oh, hold on. Let me zoom in with my eyes.
You hear me?
It's in Indiana State. That's what it says. Indiana State. So I guess it's not the Hoosiers. It's Indiana State.
Yeah. That's,
So yeah.
so
who's that?
who's the most famous basketball player from Indiana State?
Is that where Larry Bird played? He played for Indiana State. I'm not sure. I know he played for Indiana. I just didn't know if it was the Hoosiers or the Indiana State. Yeah, I knew it actually because I remember his jersey. Yeah. So Ja Rule came out today, and this is news that I've heard a long time ago because I've had a lot of dealings and friends and partnerships or whatever in Queens, and I've always heard that Ja Rule beat up 50 Cent this one time. And I guess today on some podcast he came out talking about how he beat up 50 Cent. So I'm just waiting for the 50 Cent troll response that's probably going to last the next 7 to 10 years. What do you think about that,
So
Tanya?
listen.
Oh, big shit.
So listen. You're saying that someone came out and said that Ja Rule beat up 50 Cent one time.
Exactly.
So here's the thing about that.
Do I wish that wasn't the story? Yes. I heard that story 20 years ago.
I think it's so calamitous because I remember being in the second grade.
Yeah.
This dude named Nathan Ingram, he was kind of wide, and he got the best of me in the fight.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? I was young. He got me. So, fast forward. If he wanted to be a kid remembering shit like that, he could be saying that.
Uh-huh.
But when we get to high school, we play at the school that he goes to, right?
Yeah.
And I just like basically abused him on the field every year. You know what I mean? So it's like it's complete. It's whoever's claim to fame that was probably mad years ago, if it even happened. You know what I mean? But it's like to me, it's just a calamitous statement. You know?
Yeah, but I've seen the small. Yeah, go ahead.
I see the 5 Suge beats.
Yeah, just like if you ever watched any NBA player fight ever in the history of the NBA, if you ever watched one fight, if you ever watched one NBA fight, you're going to see a bunch of people who have never been in a fight.
Just from age. Yo.
Like I've never seen more pathetic fist fighting than I've seen in the NBA. So
listen, you're talking about now, right?
Now, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, even then, really, I know some amazing fights. Like you got your Charles Oakley's and your Anthony Mason era, I guess. Like, but there wasn't amazing fights. Like even the Malice at the Palace was just a bunch of misses.
You got to remember.
You know what I'm saying?
So you got to remember one thing, man. Like me coming up, so they allowed people to be fighting like that, and so there was some stupid ass fights, like some real dudes getting kind of getting their ass whipped. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I mean, Kareem Abdul Jabbar was getting elbowed all day by back in the day by Kent Benson, and then he didn't take it no more, and then he just kind of straight dropped him with a shot. What's his name? Rudy Tomjanovich, right? This is where they used to let that shit go. Rudy Tomjanovich ran up on Kermit Washington and he punched him in the face in a brawl that was going on. And dude's face sunk in about 4 inches, and there was a pool of blood on the ground. Like around that era, they was fighting each other back there. That shit was kind of wild. Yeah. Even Bird and Dr. J, the motherfuckers was throwing them shits. You know, he tried to choke the shit out of Bird with that big ass hand. So motherfuckers,
the danger zone.
They chased dudes up in the damn. Come on, think about this. Just think about basketball in general too, like that. Think about, man, that I'm sure by now everybody has seen the shot of when McHale clotheslined Rambus.
Yeah.
Just think, he clotheslined a motherfucker in a basketball game. You know what I mean? Come on, man. And he didn't get thrown out or nothing. That shit kept on going.
Yeah, that's crazy,
unbelievable, man.
So
I'll tell you.
So yeah, we had a couple people. They must have left. I don't know. They must have left while they were waiting for Ty. What else did we got? What else happened this week? Dang,
maybe they got shot.
So yeah, Bad Boys 4 has been announced for July.
Yeah, y'all out there, man. Come on, about you.
Bad Boys 4 has been announced for July, and yeah,
I'm excited.
Will Smith is big. I talk into the microphone.
Oh, I'm excited for it.
I think
I like they work well together.
Which one was that?
Bad Boys 4, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. You didn't see it? Hello?
Big Suge?
I keep getting the chopped salad from your side.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you see Bad Boys? No, you didn't see it?
Having to wait for
Have you seen any of the Bad Boy movies?
I don't hear you right now.
All right, well, we're not talking because you're on a delay.
Man. I don't know if you hear me.
So why don't you tell us a story? Like, what do you want to talk about on the Danger Zone podcast? What do you want to talk about? Like, what's going on in the world of hip hop? Let us know.
Yeah, I hear you, but you're in and out. Like, You're kind of. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Don't say anything.
Yeah, it's a little rough, man.
What do you want to talk about? We hear you perfectly fine.
Danger Zone
talk about
podcast
something.
Is going a little bit rough. Yeah, because what I'm saying is you're from my side.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about us. Just talk. We can hear you. We hear you just fine. Don't have to worry about us.
But when you talk back, I can't hear you. That's what I'm saying. You know?
All right, well, then we're going to be ending the Danger Zone podcast then because I don't want to do it with us talking back and forth like this.
That's fine.
So, we'll see you guys next week. And, yeah, that's that. We out of here. Oh.
On my dark days, I chopped crack on a regular. Ran up in spots and clapped on